Hey all. Yep, as you can clear, I've been spending the better part of last day or so doing this. It it doesn't look that big, the map, but trust me, getting everywhere it takes a while. Um, there was this thing that Tip mentioned, synchronized your viewpoints. I do seriously recommend that. Um, I've just shown the map so you actually know where the viewpoints are if you're interested. Whoa, that's God's sake. We're gonna work on that slight. My God, that thing's a no. Just go a little bit. Oh, you bastard. Oh, never mind. I'll just do it this way. So I've uncovered everything, all the question marks. Um, so the green is because of actually the overseers. So the overseers you can find in the forts or compounds. So I've done all that of. So I'm not going to waste all your time just going through those. I'll do it my own time. That was this one we had over here, I believe it was. Three Sisters. That was mission specific. So when I did all that, some of these other ones are smaller versions, but still they're actually quite some of them quite difficult. So so some tips. Okay, if you're gonna ask now. If you're gonna wait, if you're gonna go for these big compounds or fortresses, whichever, I'll just call them a fort for the sake of argument, because they technically are. Well, they're not always built like forts, but the amount of troops they have, they are pretty much fort-like. So, if you have now, there should be one which has the. Usually it's the big fortresses that have the overseers. And I'm not going to spoil anything of those, but there's usually some unique overseers, and Cassandra or Alexios, depending on who you're playing as, will actually tell you. You know, they'll use a bit of surprise. Now, I heavily suggest, I think it's the Devastating Shot. I think that's the ability, what it's called, the Hunter ability. Use that. Take out the Overseer because Colossi, or Colossi I think it's been called, they're Guardian types. Now, if you fight in conflict within a certain distance, certain proximity, you're going to activate them. Now, there's at least 2 near every Overseer, and trust me, they are not easy to beat. I don't care how good you are, you have to keep your wits about you. Because if the Overseer gets involved or call for backup, and they call brutes, you're in a world of trouble. You know? Now, I understand. Now, for those of you who have gone and got the insights, done that mission first, you'll probably have a bit of an edge, so it'll probably make it a lot easier for you. If you haven't, you really have to keep your wits about you. The Colossi, I'm just calling them Guardians because they technically are guards, which we'll see some as we go along. Big advice, if you've done a bit more well-rounded with the abilities from the main game, excuse me, so that being, you know, you've got most of fully unlocked abilities from Assassin, Warrior, and Hunter. Stealth Assassinate the Colossi, the statue guards, stealth them. Stealth Assassinate or Stealth Attack, because it takes away about 2 or 3 adrenaline points, but if you have a good weapon on you, you can you could just swing your blade or heavy weapon a couple of times, they're down for the count. And you get a decent weapon. Although, I'll show you, because this was actually brought up, and I can see why it's very frustrating. The most known weapon, yeah, basically this is what you're getting right now, and that's almost all you're getting. There's no brilliant weapons. This is what you're going to get 90% of the time. And yes, the perks change, but I get it. It's a nice bow, but we don't need 500 of them. And there's a lot of places you can loot stuff. loot some coins, loot gems, loot woods. Oh, for God's sake! Not the I forgot what the resource is called. There it is. Metal. God, iron metal. You can still recruit that around the world. There's still wood and the metal lying around. Yes, absolutely. Um, but these, it gets annoying at times. And it's good so you can sell them. You can dismantle them for more resources or sell them. There's a lot of them. They're epic or rare. There's some other weapons. I'll see if I've still got some in here. So you got stuff like some of these, which is very, very few, far between. You've got a couple of these. Now, I've only found maybe 4 of these, and this is in total, include the ones I've got there. I've found about 6 of these so far. There's so many precursors, it's ridiculous. I think this was, yeah, that's from the ISO, yeah. It's just it just goes to show, I mean, it's something that has to be fixed. It's been mentioned a few times in videos that I've heard of and looked up, just because they'll say about tips about, you know, best weapons that you can use in the DLC, and they mentioned it's an issue, and I agree, because you should have more variety of weapons available to you, but no, it's not happening now. It's a bit of a shame. Now you might be wondering, why have I ditched? Why have I just not upgraded my current equipment, and why have I ditched it? Okay. As good as the other stuff was, the only real brilliant perk of it was plus 30% all abilities. Yet so far I have very, very rarely used my abilities. Because it's not been overly that necessary, apart from Devastating Shot. But because I've already equipped the abilities like for fire damage and, you know, and they actually ignite the sword at the legendary perks, there's no longer a need to use the abilities. So I've discarded, like, a lot of the stuff I'm wearing is different because that's the visual customization. So I've chosen these based on the perks and the percentage what they specify. So, and some of them might be about 10-15 points lower than my legendary, but the perks make them better, even if they're a little bit lower. So, and some of these have got some seriously good perks with them, which is exactly why I've used them. You're noticing a lot of the armor stuff. Yeah, in my experience, it's been a bit necessary going through the forts. But seriously, that's I just wanted to show you that. Because it's a different outfit I'm going with, a bit more, you know, well-rounded. When you're going through these places, you know, even these palaces, the Colossi, stealth your way through. Stealth as much as possible. I mean it. Because you don't want to be going to massive open conflict, because a lot of the areas you actually get in, they're very confined. Very confined? Yeah, confined. I don't know if that's the right word. I'm losing my vocabulary today already. But it's very restrictive. You'll go through some of the forts and there's so many obstacles and things wandering around that half the time you can't just run somewhere if you need to backtrack. You've got to... It's an obstacle course. So if you get into open conflict, and considering all of the soldiers have abilities, it makes it so difficult. When 3 soldiers target you, and you've got nowhere to run, you're going to get some serious, serious damage done to you. So it gets a bit annoying. These things are teleporters. They're very next to each other. You can use them if you want. I mean, if it's a long jump, you could just jump it and you won't desynchronize. It's up to you. You know, it's there if you want it. These are Marble Maiden tributes. If you defeat them, they're a bit like those statues we found in Greece and in Egypt, where you can swing your weapon until you've chopped them and broken down the statue. It gives you an ability point, much like the Steles did. I don't think it gave you an experience points though. Oh, and we'll go through some of them. I've taken care of about 4 of them, but there's a lot of them on the map, so you'll get plenty of opportunity to see them. There are guardians guarding them as well, Colossi. So you got to be a bit careful with them. But I found a little trick to them, which I'll show you. And there was a mission as well. Growing perception. These are keepers' insights. Now I found what all of them are, so I'm going to show you. And that's a little, well, I suppose, a modified Abstergo. Logo of Abstergo, I'd say it like that, not logo of Abstergo. Tongue twister. So there's this one here. So you can see, hopefully see relatively clearly where they are. So just go for them so you got an idea. Where's the other? Oh god, where's the other one? Oh, there's one here. I know there's a fourth one. Where the hell is it? Even though it says 3, there's actually 4. Oh, there it is. I was watching where I couldn't find it. Don't ask me why it says where it gives location for 3, but there's 4. I don't know why that is. Just double check it says 3. Yeah. It gives you a location for 3, but there's 4. Don't ask me to explain why that's the case. I really don't know. I really got no clue. Anyway, let's retrack this. A lever and a fighter. We'll complete that mission. Then we will go around and find the Keeper's Insights. And there's a couple of surprises there from what I understand. So let's continue. So I've adjusted the lighting as well, so I hope that makes it easier to see and a bit clearer. So, because sometimes it has to be quite bright around here. Oops, sorry, buddy.
Trust me now?
You've brought me one step closer to my love. It's a good start.
Who is this love you keep mentioning?
The most beautiful being in existence. With a face so fair to gaze upon it is to forget all others.
Ooh.
Perhaps you've heard of her. Aphrodite.
What? Okay. Oh, we've heard of Aphrodite. Aphrodite. Oh, I thought it was Aphrodite or Aphrodite. I suppose it depends on where you're coming from. Well, we've heard of her, so we go with the romantic side of things.
I didn't take you for a poet.
She brings it out in me.
We've had a bit of a complicated thing with Cassandra. We'll give her a bit of a rest. Let's get him back to. I'm gonna call her Aphrodite because that's how I've learnt her name to be pronounced. So just saying, I've learnt it to be pronounced Aphrodite, so that's what I'm gonna call her.
I'll do whatever I can to get you back to her. You have my word.
You've given me something I haven't had in a while. Hope.
You're welcome.
All right. What's next?
Not here. Come find my camp in Iapetos' ruins. Before you go, Persephone has overseers and torches of Hypnos across Elysium. If we're going to weaken her influence, we must destroy them. And we're going to need all the help we can get.
Already done it.
It's about time I go meet the infamous Persephone.
The venom fighter. I don't know what that person's doing on top of that building. That's just weird. Reach Persephone's Acropolis. Oh, okay. Control Minos' faith. Okay. Is that Hecate? Oh, God. I think we've already completed this, though. I could be wrong. So... that seems a bit weird. I thought we'd already... Okay, there's that one there. What's this all about? Gate, Okay. So... Did I just bug the DLC? Completing that? Oh well. We'll ignore that for the meantime. Although I haven't actually totally weakened the controls, so maybe that's not applicable yet. Because I haven't taken out all the marble statues, so... Okay, maybe that's why it hasn't been completed yet. That would make sense. Where should we go first? Well, there's 4 to choose from, so... Not exactly all that easily accessible either. I'll tell you, well, let's just go here. I know you might say, oh, why didn't you go to that one nearest the viewpoint? Well, I can always dive into that one, so because it's in a deep water area, so I think I kind of discovered in these games, I think I might have a bit of a phobia of in-game deep oceans. It's like, I always find it really creepy, especially when you don't see this big chasm and you don't know where it's going. It's like not obvious. It kind of freaks me out. Mind you, maybe it's just because I've got a healthy respect for it. Which is fair enough. So much for being right over the top of it. And yes, that is the Ubisoft logo you can see there. That was a little perk apparently they put in, so... Let's head over there. The one good thing about this, you definitely can't be desynchronized. No matter how far you jump. Which I am glad about. Is it a quick escape? Just jump off the edge. I've just gone into nowhere. Well, that's fine. Now, I recommend when you actually go around just clearing out the city. When I say clear, I mean just exploring it. Really take your time just to look around, because it's really actually quite beautiful, actually, some parts. Aside from the waterfalls, I mean, some places actually look really nice. Oh, that's on the... Isn't it? Is that on the edge, or is that my imagination? No? Wait. So I have to just double check where the hell... I think that's from the edge. I think. Oh god, where the hell is it? Nope, okay. That solves that problem. Oh, it must be... Oh god. Actually, well, since we're right near these, we'll go and take these out. There's usually a little bit of treasure you can find at these, but these are all warning zones.
Trouble if I'm spotted here.
There should be at least, yeah, 2 Colossus. I thought there would be. How do I want to do this? You're kidding, right? That'll do me. That of course not. Now, it's actually going to be interesting to note that with these Colossi, if you can wait till your enemies, so I'll give you a bit of an idea. If you wait till those 2 posts there, if you wait till the enemy is sort of, if you were to pretend, imagining your enemy walking through those posts, for example, or a little bit further, if you then attack them, if you say strike them and then lure them away, you shouldn't, and I emphasize shouldn't, activate the Colossi. It's like a area of awareness. And this guy's just going to be an arsehole and just stay there. Well, that's just absolutely bloody... Really? Come on, Cassandra. Thank you. God's sake. I want to drag the asshole. I mean, I could probably do a sneak attack, but... yeah, not really sure. Right, jump down. Let's just see how good we can do this. A lot of times they're not actually paying much attention, so it could be a tad easier sometimes. Ooh. Oh, if that's the case. Oh, yes, let's do this. Oh! Oh, maybe Ubisoft have finally fixed it. Kinda nice. The only downside to this is... I'm not going to wander over there because I can't exactly wander around. Because if I get into contact with the Brute, I'm going to activate the Guardian. And the Guardian is so much more difficult to defeat than the Brute, so... Can I not... Oh, are you serious? Wow. Ooh, that was such... I actually thought that activated the... Oh, well, that's even better then. And that's how you stealth it. That was awesome. There's either this loot. There's usually some coin around there. Well, we'll loot him as well. Nice. It varies what type of things you find here as well. So. Some glass. So let's take care of the maiden. So there you go, so you can read that for yourself. Persephone's control. To absorb the power contained in... Oh! Really? I didn't know it could actually attain the power. That's pretty awesome. Now I'm assuming this is the way into that. Ooh, let's get some lights. That's not the right one to use, thank you. I appreciate some light in here. Ooh, okay. It's bloody pitch black. Yay! Got some light in here. Thank God for that. Careful. Oh, there's some fire. Excellent. Now this, you need a key for, I've noticed. Oh! Oh, okay, I think I know where I'm going with this. Oh no. I think I know where I'm going. There should be a statue down here, yes. I've cleared all these places out, so... the one will be down here. I wondered what was down here, and I went here and I stopped at one point because I realized where I was going, so... Okay, good, that's cleared, excellent. Okay. First of the 4 Keeper's Insights. Now we'll actually bother to go and collect these things. Bits of metal. Because it really does help with upgrading your equipment, so... Apologies in advance, but just bear with me, because I'm going to be a bit faffy about this. I've actually been to a couple of places like what we're about to go into, but just for other reasons. Or looking for other items, so like loot chests and all that in caves. And I found stuff like that. If they also show it, there is one question that I would like asked, but I'll only bring that up if it becomes obvious. No, I've never been in here per se, so double checking there's no guardians around, because I'd rather take those out before I activate this. Just being overly cautious here. Okay. Let's interact then. Ooh, ability enhancements. Okay, I've heard about this. Ability enhancements are first civilization artifacts that modify and empower existing abilities that can be equipped in the abilities menu. Okay. Ability enhanced. The related ability must be full upgrade to rank 3. Let's upgrade it and assign. Okay. Oh, I've actually got this already. Oh wow. Okay. This is the slowed down time. Oh wow. Okay. This is the... Oh, I don't need that anymore. Oh, flaming... Okay, I don't need that anymore then. Oh, that's fantastic. Use that. Now, I actually have a whole lot of ability points saved up. That's from take care of marble statues and just from... excuse me, clearing forts out, so... Have a look. Yeah. Ice. That freaks me out there. I thought Colossi was just going to teleporting from. I was like, oh shit. Oh, that genuinely freaked me out there. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, jeez. That genuinely freaked me out. Oh, dearie me. Oh, sorry. Oh, God. Incredible. I don't know where exactly that... This one's in a building somewhere, so I think we might hop over there quickly. And I'm so glad they brought some new hints back. Thank God. It's taken forever, but they finally got around to it. I wonder if they'll do the with the health ability, or whether that be with some of the Spirit Leonidas, you know, with the, I've forgotten what it's called now. But some of those specific later, if they enhance those with more damage radius, I'd absolutely love that. Oh, there it is. I might spend a part or so just clearing them all out in one, or maybe I'll just, I don't know, I'll either do that, or I'll do it in between going, you know, while I'm traveling in between missions, or traveling in between objectives through missions. So let's see, where's that? Okay. It's not exactly a fantastic way to get there, is there? Oh, hang on, I think you can use that. Oh, okay. Do that. Okay.
The wings of Vernice. Could this be it?
Yep. It most certainly is. I thought we... Oh. Did I get off far enough over? Oh, it's... Oh, God, I'm not even close to it. Whoops, daisies. Okay. It's not even saying climb over, is there? God damn it. Let me just target something for a second. Oh, I think we could climb over that, actually. Okay, that's... I'd rather not climb up the entire face of the mountain. Waste everyone's time. Let's travel to this one, use teleporter. Shouldn't be too bad. Well, that was... Well, using that teleport is a complete bloody waste of time. Oh yes, I probably should mention. There's certain specific things you have to get on that bit there. And there's no other way to jump up. You need to come up and take this railing down. It's the only way to access certain bits. So, just so you're aware. I'm pretty sure there's a way across this. No, or it could just be ultimate stupidity. Well, there you go. Congratulations to me for that. Oh god, there's no easy way to do this. Fine. Well, looks like climbing up one mountain then. As much as I've explored, I haven't exactly mapped it out, so to speak, so... Oh well. Let's see how quickly we can climb this thing, shall we? Cassandra, I'd like you to work with us, please. Bit of experience would be a tad appreciated right now. Yes. Where was that, Cassandra? Keep breathing. Well done, Cassandra. Doing well. Some of these places, there's actually not always a quick way. Sometimes you really just do need to climb up. So, Luckily she's not exactly slow at it, so that is a bonus there. What the hell's the teleporter? Assuming it's a... Okay, nice. So that should take us up there. Okay, cool. Excellent. Okay, where is... Let's just mark this on the map so I know where the hell I'm going. I don't know where to go for the Keeper's Insights. So probably just gonna have to do a bit of guesswork here. I'm assuming we'll find out. Are we supposed to climb up to the top? I had no idea. Assuming this is the correct way. Ah. I can hear something. Where's it always coming from? I've actually never been up here. Not to this specific spot anyway. Why do I get the awful... Is it down there, is it? I just want to jump downstairs. Oh, it is down there. Oops, I accidentally just... Oh well. We're here now. That's the main thing, I suppose. Oh, dearie me. Okay. That part works. Oh dear. Yes, fantastic. I just want to make sure there's nothing else going on around here. Oh, I thought there might be at least... What the hell's going on here? I've never been down this here, so... Let's just take care of this guy. You either get weapons or a bunch of resources, so... No, it's all good. It all contributes to things in the end, so... Weird place. Anyway. Ares Bull Charge. Okay. That's interesting. Right. I wouldn't necessarily pick that for an ability, if I'm brutally honest. I mean, for me personally, I'd prefer something like Ring of Chaos or Fury of the Bloodline to be promoted. That's what I would love. But no. That's a bit of a shame, actually, if I'm being brutally honest. Unless... Now, if, for example, stuff like Devastating Shot, you know, was also be nice, but I've got the feeling that one of the next abilities that's going to be promoted is probably either Sparta Kick or possibly Shield Break, which are not abilities I use. So, look, it's a decent ability, don't get me wrong. I just don't know if I'd want to use it. I mean, it's enhanced, so I have used it in the past. I might equip it just because it's been enhanced. I'll try it out. I'll see. But I've got a bad feeling that Sparta Kick and probably Shield Break are the next two, and they're not abilities I'd want. If for me personally, I'd choose either Devastating Shot, Ring of Chaos, or Fury of the Bloodline. They would be fantastic abilities to enhance, because they're purely for battle sense or stealth sense. They're really good. I've got a bad feeling about it. Oh well. Excuse me, shit happens. Anyway, I meant we'll take a break here, and when we come back, we'll actually explore the rest of that cave, and we'll find the rest of the Keeper's Insights. Maybe we do a statue or two, and we'll continue on. So, on that note, I will see you next time for more of the Fate of Atlantis. See you then.